Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Podchamp Radio. So today's episode is going to be a little bit special since we're going to talk a bit about how we bring episodes to life. So yeah, my name is Natalie and I am the animator for the intro, the interlude and the outro. So introduce yourself.
I am. Yeah, I guess I'll go first. I guess I am Brian. I'm the editor of and I think during the physical recordings, I was also the director in that sense. Yeah, so I was the director and then the editor for most of the episodes. Currently, I'm acting as the main editor for all our episodes. So yeah, nice to see you all, I guess.
Alright, so I'm Sean. I do most of the camera handling work for Podchamp Radio. I basically just put cameras in place and set them and press the big red button, as people would say.
Yeah. I mean, you do more than that, right? You also help me with the visual stuff.
Yeah, I help you with editing previously.
Yeah.
We took on half kind of thing.
Until
something like that. Until a few weeks ago.
Yeah, only the last few episodes.
Yeah, so it's been fun to work with everybody like
really
this.
Fun. Sadly, I think Natalie had accounting and then our recording times were clashing with the accounting class most of the time. So she couldn't help us out until after the accounting IG.
I never even attended one recording session, physically.
Yeah, you were never there. Sad. Except for online. Online you were here the whole time.
And online, kind of sad.
Yeah.
What to do, right?
Yeah, and we also have Isaac here, one of our big boy sound guys. I don't think he's.
Is he eating? He's still eating.
I think he's still. He just sent me a meme. Take a shit before the shit takes you. Nice.
Alright. So we're gonna talk about two things. We're gonna divide this into sort of two sections. Not two episodes, just divide it. Before break, after break, whatever. I think the first section we're gonna talk about how we do our recordings, I guess, just our procedures and how we've
the
done
process as well.
The process, and all that. And then the second part, we're gonna talk about how MCO affected our procedures, our protocols, and how we adapted to sort of keep recording and uploading these videos, I guess. So, I guess where do we start? We're gonna start with the first section, but where do we start on that?
The process. How do we come up with videos? I think.
So, we wanted to get Tasha on here.
The scriptwriter team.
The scriptwriter, because most of us here are technically the technicians, the tech stuff. But most of the content that the viewers and you guys all see is probably all done by the people you see most. Tasha, Max, and all the other hosts as well. And now Natalie's helping out as well with the new episodes, right? Yeah. Meanwhile, Sean and I are the ones that are setting things, I guess. We set up the cameras, we set up the mics for you, and then
we set up the system that takes place.
Yeah, we make you look good.
We make you
look good, essentially. It's quite fun, right? I thought it was quite fun so far.
Yeah, it is been great fun. I mean, we're very, very close to the end.
It's just the end. We're very close to the end. This is what? Episode 11?
This is 11.
This is 11. Wow. 11 episodes.
That's quite a lot.
11 episodes.
That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad at all.
For where IG students come on.
Yeah, we somehow managed to juggle time on this.
Alright. So,
yeah.
Come on. Look at you.
First things first. Now that we said that, we should give everybody in the club a round of applause. This for you guys.
Yeah.
This for you guys. Great job. Yeah. Thank you so much for all your help. Thank you so much.
You probably don't want my clap. I've been so harsh on them.
Yeah. And thank you guys for watching since episode 1.
Whoever.
Assuming you're still here.
Wait, assuming you're still here.
Assuming you're still here.
Assuming. Anyways, let's go about, I guess. How do we set up our stuff? What do we have? Come on.
I think something that's very cool you can show us, Brian, is that what you have under your desk. Could you please pull it up?
Oh, it's good. It's so heavy. Oh, God.
Uh,
Oh, God. It's a box.
What's a box of what?
Oh
Dead
my
bodies?
God.
Organs?
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, my God. Look at that.
that's
Yeah.
what Brian calls the box of wonders for the club.
No, I didn't call it that. Like, Sheng Xian and Darren called it that.
Oh,
They
but
just
you took
like-
it on.
Yeah, I took it all the way home because of MCO. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we couldn't leave it in school.
Yeah, we couldn't leave it in school because, like, you know, I don't know. I just thought that it wouldn't be smart to leave it in school. 'Cause, like, I just
Agreed.
dust them. So what do we have? Let's start off with what we started back in episode 1. Let's look at episode 1. Let's go back.
Yeah, it's the slide review. If I remember correctly.
Slide review episode 1. That's all. I think that's our remains our highest viewed episode.
Yeah,
till
like
today,
how
right?
much are 300? 100 plus?
250, 205, I think.
250, 25? Damn.
205. So let's see what we have. Dude, setting up episode 1. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
was
took
a
so much
nightmare.
time.
We took I think what did we do? We took like 3 hours. We took 2 hours and a half to set up.
2 hours and a half?
I don't
I think
I
about
don't
an hour
remember
and a
that.
half. About 2
I
hours and a
remember it
half,
was-
an hour and a half.
I remember it
Yeah.
was an hour plus.
We took about an hour and a half, I think, to set up. I was panicking like shit, dude. That's my first time
Yeah.
like doing stuff like this. I was like, oh, I gotta find the layout, and then like, oh, it was a nightmare. I remember I even dropped the mixer.
Oh yeah, the mixer
Yeah.
dropped at the first time.
The
and
mixer, I was
and-
like, oh my god, I need to
And I,
stop.
and I remember like the cable snapped
Yeah,
as well. Something
the
went like
cable snapped, yeah.
something went like
Yeah.
Damn.
You weren't here in Natalie sadly, but yeah, a lot of stuff happened
Yeah.
during that time. A lot of panic.
but
yeah.
it somehow worked.
It somehow worked.
Oh yeah, I remember. If I remember correctly, the first time we set up the camera, the A camera,
Yeah.
was something like it's in the other room. Can I go get it?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, okay, I'll go get it. 1 minute.
In the meantime, I'll show you like our MVP of like the whole entire year. These are like Jenga blocks.
Jenga blocks.
We use so our white cam, you know the white cam, the one where you see the whole table and everything.
Yeah.
We didn't have a camera stand, so we stuck like a table and then we flipped
Okay.
another table and
We
this
didn't-
stand in that.
We didn't have a tripod at the time.
Yeah, we
But
also
like, what
yeah.
we did was this is the camera. My child. Then like, we put like 2 business textbooks on the bottom.
Yeah, we did like two
We, like,
business
2 business
textbooks on
textbooks
the
at the
table.
bottom, and then the lens cap itself, just to bring it up a bit.
Yeah,
That's how we got the A camera footage for Natasha at the time.
Oh.
So,
And then
it was like super ghetto. It was like textbook, and then
what about the V cam? I forgot what about the V cam. V cam used like someone
Vcam
like
used the Jules phone.
Joe's phone, right?
Joe's phone.
Did we have the camera stand at the time? I think we did.
No,
No, we didn't.
I think
We,
Natasha's phone stand, right? Was it?
yeah, Natasha's phone stand, yeah.
Yeah. Like we just put it there and like
So
it
I
worked.
don't know if I have it. Let me see if we can grab it out of this mess.
Is it still in there?
It's still in me, yeah. I'm gonna have to return it to her.
Nah, I don't need all that.
Oh, yeah, this camera stand right here. It's like
Oh yeah. Then you were like that thing
Then we
fell
just
off
like-
all the time.
yeah, this
Oh my
part will
God.
always just fall off and we have to like screw this on. So you see how like random and how like junky our setup is. I think we had a back behind the scenes episode that was uploaded, right? You see how jank our setup is. For the most part, it's like this will just like pop up so easily. It's like I don't know if I can show it, but like it takes so little effort to pull it out. And then I think the mic, right? So we bought like 2 mics. We bought 2 hangover mics. And then the middle mic is not even ours. I think it was my dad's. I think. I mean, so
Yeah.
it's like really expensive mic. The mic stand's ours though. So like,
Do
then
we have pictures of those?
we have the footage from like what the first episode. What we could just show. You can see.
Yeah, but I don't know if I have
Read
the
about
videos of it. Like, I
Behind
certainly don't have the footage. I certainly don't. I don't have the pictures because like that time my phone was broken, so I didn't take any pictures.
Oh
man.
It was such a mess.
Yeah. It was so ghetto at the time.
You missed
Like,
out.
we just made do with whatever we had. And then we started borrowing tripods from
We
Daniel.
borrowed tripods from Daniel, and then we just gathered like from the club.
Yeah, we just gathered and had a lot of fun.
The mics were on sale at the time, so we actually bought them with some money we collected from the club.
Yeah, money we gathered from the club.
Yeah. And now
Siphoned.
But yeah, Natalie, I mean, we've been talking about like what we've done so far, but what me and Sean definitely have not seen at all was you animating, I think. Because I just asked you, I remember I just asked you, oh, can you animate? And then I don't even know where I got them from. I think someone told me. I'm not sure, I forgot who told me. But so I approached you and then I asked you for like, see how good your animation is, I was like,
oh yeah, Lord.
And then I was like, well, I think what did you send me again?
Was it the tape? It was like the tape and then I took...
No, not the tape. Before that, before I even asked her to do this, I asked her to send me send me a random animation to see what her levels are, I think.
Oh yeah, I sent you a very shitty animation of like a butterfly landing on... No, it was just a butterfly flapping its wings on some random girl.
Was it like...
Yeah, it was very shitty.
On like a girl's finger, right?
Yeah.
But I'll put it on the screen maybe. You want to
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Sure.
Can.
It's a random scratch. I'll put it up. But yeah, and then I was like, oh well. I mean, that's that. But I don't think I want Tasha to animate because at the time she was already acting as like the host.
Yeah.
And she was also helping me lead the club at that time as well. It's one of the core leaders. You the viewers will know next episode.
But
So I didn't want her to put more work, so I asked Natalie to do it. And then most of the time we just saw her with the results. So like the next day, she'll come to school and just ask, how's it going? They just kept going like, how's it going? And then like we got it, all the animations we got. But we didn't see what's behind the scenes, and there's only one person here who saw that, and that's you.
Yeah.
Natalie. So
Yeah.
why didn't you like explain? I guess like
when I was doing it, I felt it was a bit tiring, cause like I had to draw the frames one by one, which is kind of annoying. Cause if you go like a little bit different than your previous frame, right, it's very obvious that like the entire thing will just move, and then it's just very weird. So like, I spent 2 weekends doing it, but it wasn't that much
2 weeks,
compared to what you guys do every time. So yeah, salute.
But like at the same time, it's like, and it's quite a lot. It helped us a lot. Like all the physical episodes, like all this stuff. We still use your intro today. Like
We still use the intro for everything. Intro and outro, it still works every time.
Yeah, it's good as well. Like I mean, except for like the aspect ratio. That's my bad because I didn't tell her.
Oh, it's okay.
And then she said it, and I didn't even know about the aspect ratio thing until like really late on. I was like, oh god, it looks like that.
Yeah.
It can't be fixed. And then she wanted to redraw everything. I was like, no.
No, we can't afford to let you do that. Like, it's too taxing.
Yeah, it's too taxing.
Too taxing mentally for her.
Yeah, but I think I feel like I feel like the school should do something different in that sense, our school, because like think about it, like we had a club, right? And then for the most part, I think 2 people in our class took accounting and therefore could not participate in any of the club activities.
Yeah, man.
For half a year. Like, what's up with that?
Like the Kupo time clash with that, right?
Yeah, they even like they couldn't even go sports. Like Natalie, you haven't gone to a single sports class, right? Because or like the sports like thing because of the accounting lessons, right?
Yeah.
No, right? Yeah, so it's like, come on, fix it, school, do something.
I've been here for like 1.5 years. I never even attended one sports class. That's damn sad.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of just us fooling around usually most of the time, like running around like kids. But like, yeah, it's still like one of the most fun parts of school. You missed it. Just because of the schedule, it's such a piece of shit.
Well, I hope the accounting is worth it lah. My accounting results. Oh.
Yeah, I think the items that people August or yeah. Man. Okay, let's look at what else we have here. We have the mixer. I put it out.
Yeah, sure, why not? Unless it's like sunken all the way inside.
It's all the way inside. It's like the
Oh,
way
okay, then never mind.
There's like a specific arrangement in the box. If you arrange it wrongly, you can't fit everything in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I think Is Isaac still here? I mean, Isaac.
He's here. Let's talk about. We've talked about visual. We've talked about on set. Well, let's talk about sound.
Let's talk about sound. Yeah. So.
Sound.
I think like originally our sound booth. I'll draw like a layout. So I'll draw a layout and I'll put it.
Let me see if we still have pictures. Let me see.
There is the video, but our classroom was more of a like how do I say? There's like a big space here, and there's a small space here as well.
This is the sound booth. Like I'm gonna like show it here, but like
that's the second sound booth. The first time we did it, like the first episode.
Oh, it's on the left.
Sound booth was on the left. Yeah, and so like sometimes in the A cam or Tasha cam or the main host cam,
you could see like a cable dangling.
You can see the cable dangling. You can see like some guy walk past or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the picture of the second booth to you so you can put it up on screen.
Yeah. And then the second booth was I think later on, I think past episode 4, 5 that we decided to move the sound booth towards the back because then it wouldn't show up in the cameras. Man, having that thing that would have been pretty hard. I can't think of it. It's like, okay, accounting class, man. At the same time, I also wanted to take accounting this year, but like...
Thank God you didn't.
I wanted to. I was like, if my first term... I was thinking, back in like year 10, I think, if my first term do very well, then I will take accounting. And then, I think I did kind of bad. I did like very mediocre. So I was like...
Oh, you took it? I didn't know.
No, I didn't take it. I wanted to take it because my family, our family always nagging like, accounting very good one, accounting take. So like.
Do you say family?
Family.
No.
But insert Fast and Furious meme here. Oh my god. Okay. So about sound, I think like what we would do most of the time, our recordings, right? Usually they took about. Generally, like episode 3 forward, our recordings took place after sports, so you can think like everyone's like actually kind of tired. You see the hosts actually and then you have to go on set, so the hosts are always like tense until the after break where they become used. So like our episodes have like a flow where it's like everyone's so tense, and then like break and then like and then everyone's like you can see a pattern if you go back and watch. But yeah, like because we did after sports, like everyone will be so tired most of the time. Like, everyone will be dehydrated.
Everybody is dead tired, dehydrated.
We will like set up like before we go to the sports arena for our sports. We will like set up all our gear and then hope the kakak don't touch anything, and then hide all like the equipment, and then like go sports, come back, and then set it all back up. Just like quickly set up, and then we have to do a sound check. The sound check usually took like 10 minutes,
10 minutes plus.
20 minutes. So the whole recording took about, each time would take about an hour. It's about 30 minutes. So like 20 minutes was for sound check, and then that 10 minutes for us to rest like after we came back from sports. And then we would do our recording. Recording's about like 35 minutes, like depending on how long our break was. And then we would just keep everything and go off. Just like doing that.
The funniest thing about like being on set was that like the best part about being behind the scenes people is that like while you're doing work you could just eat. It was just so fun. Yeah, like you see if you look at the camera people, the sound people, everybody's just like passing around snacks.
Everyone like passing around snacks, like eating, like watching movie. Oh my god.
That was like one of the best things about being on set.
We used to like whisper to each other behind set, like they said this.
Oh yeah, and then we were like, I would like draw on my phone and then I would show. You guys are doing something wrong. Please say this, do that.
It's like you like draw like a book and like lift it up.
Yeah, they were like
3 minutes.
Guys, show it. Oh man.
Oh my god. You missed a lot.
Yeah, I missed it a lot. I think that now we've gone through most of the process of how we've done it, right? Other than that,
have we? I think we haven't talked about sound, but sound we would like the sound check was kind of more like balancing the volume and like that's kind of simple. Hopefully, like this inspires like other people in our school to
maybe take on
our
content creation, or something like that. But
we have juniors that started their own like podcast for a bit, right?
Yeah. I think we should link it in the description as well. Their podcast is really nice as well.
Yeah, the podcast is really
it'll be in the description, guys.
I think about it, they had like the time, and I was like, oh, we should have started this.
Yeah, honestly, like my biggest regret, like of the club, of and for the club, is that it didn't start in year 10, it started in year 11.
Yeah, exam year.
Yeah, if it was like in year 10, we would have had so much time.
But I think if it was in year 10, I wouldn't be able to lead this well, I'd say. Because the year 10 me was stupid. it was like, but the year 10 me was not suitable to do anything, right? At least, I thought at least. And I don't think about it. But okay, now we're going to move on to our next slide. Actually, no, it's final words, I guess. Any final words?
For the process. Unless you want to talk about post-process and meetings. I think you're going to dread talking about meetings the most, right?
Oh man, meetings I will have. Imagine like you want to like gather people, right? So like, as the president, I have to call like meetings, and then like it's not even club meetings. Sometimes it's just like within the core members and just to like lead, right? Or like just talk about stuff and make decisions within the club. And imagine telling someone that their Saturday is off for a club meeting. And it's like the most painful feeling, if you know what I mean. It's like it's like you dread them.
And then you can feel the dread from them.
You also feel the dread from them.
From yourself as well.
Today got Saturday and Sunday got meeting. The club meetings overall were, I think, pretty bland, honestly.
Yeah, but there was one time where we had an online one where we really had fun.
The online one was really fun.
Yeah,
it was really relaxed.
I mean, mainly because like, my back hurt damn bad. I had to do a lot of comedy. My back hurts.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Actually, I have a confession.
Juicy. Sure, bring it up. That's some juicy content we need.
Remember that Team C meeting on Wednesday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a meeting.
It's alright.
I mean, like I saw the message at 9 something. I don't know, Nathaniel said something. No. So I thought it was just a trial thing. So I was like, okay, nothing to do with me.
No need to go.
Yeah, and then at 11 something, I read Brian's message, Team C, come in for meeting now. I was like, oh shit, I screwed up. Yeah, and then I read I was like, oh god.
Yeah. Oh my god, I missed the meeting. Like, that's so Malaysian, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty normal of us.
Yeah. I think my final thoughts would be, if anything, I hope we inspire other. If we inspire our juniors, that'd be great, lah. If we inspire like anyone else, maybe other students to do their own content creation, like what Sean said, that'd be really great. That'd be really great. Like at least you feel as though. Actually, I wouldn't say it amounted to nothing. I was gonna say it amounted to nothing, but it didn't because I learned a shit ton from this. And I think we all learned a lot from this. I'd say.
Yeah.
I think about it, like Sheng Xian wanted to. Sheng Xian was our sound crew, so he would like balance our sound, and he also cleaned up all the audio. So maybe like one of these episodes, like what you hear, he ran through the audio and made sure it sounded nice as well. So he's that guy, okay, but he couldn't make it for this recording, so yeah, couldn't.
Yeah, it's a shame.
So like he wanted to become a sound engineer. I think he had like he wanted to do it. He was interested in it, but he couldn't find a place to start. So then this club let him start in that sense. Because I needed a sound engineer. I was like, oh, how about you? And then I learned more about editing. I only edited like one video before this. Or 1 or 2 videos before like
the Penang thing for you.
The Penang video, yeah.
Yeah, so many memories.
And then you get more like camera work, right, as well.
Yeah.
Then,
at the time, I really wanted to find a place to do more camera work out there. Because COVID, I couldn't go to church anymore and like do my usual camera work. And then I'm like, a new place and to try like very static camera work. I'm like, okay, sure, why not?
And then now Natalie also got more animation experience, right?
I learned a lot.
You tried something new as well. I bet you did like doing all those stuff. I know like whenever you do your own projects or like something start projects, right? You learn a shit time because you gotta find a problem and you gotta like, how do I do this? And you go to YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you need to learn a little bit of editing as well, because the audio for the animations, I didn't do it. It was all her.
I think
even the BGM, she chose the BGM.
I think Emmanuel did the audio But I can't remember.
Did he? Oh.
I think so.
Yeah, he tagged him in.
Yeah.
So that was that. Yeah, so we all learned a lot, but sorry, okay. We have one more person here. He's just not showing himself yet. He's eating and he's like changing his profile picture. That's why we're all laughing.
He's probably butt naked
or something. Yeah, so that's why we were laughing randomly. Okay, let's move to our next section. Can we? Isaac hasn't really said anything.
Yeah, Isaac also works with sound, and I think you covered that as well.
We need like
unless you want to talk about the thumbnail crew, Daniel, they all.
The thumbnail,
Yeah.
So you want to tell it instead? I've been telling a lot of shit.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did the thumbnail crew come about? I mean, obviously we needed thumbnails for the videos. The first one was just a random screen grab, right?
Yeah.
And then like we started. Then I was like, oh shit. Then like at the time, Zhaoyan wasn't doing anything, and like Brian went up to him, "What do you want to learn?" And then I remember like a lot of my friends in the club, they were like, "Hey, what should I do?" Then I'm like, "I don't know. What do you want to do?" And then they were like, "Okay, I'll pick up something." And then like then Zhaoyan naturally went for thumbnail because he was playing a bit with Photoshop at the time. So I was like, "Okay, sure, why not you try?" Then he just went on and did stuff. And that's kind of the story. And the thumbnail crew, not really a crew, it's mostly like Zhaoyan, I guess. And I know Zhaoyan carrying. His back probably hurts. Yeah. So thanks a lot. This video goes as a thanks to everybody in the club.
Yeah.
Man. Appreciation. Man.
Appreciate each other.
Yeah. Even just a setup crew, I think.
Yeah, the setup crew as well.
We set up during our
Darren,
lunch.
Keisheng.
We set up during our lunch period, so like, if I set up everything, I can't eat lunch.
Yeah.
And so
we quickly eat and then we quickly set up. Lunch was 40 minutes and then we spent like 30 minutes eating and then the 30 minutes setting up. I think.
We needed like 30 minutes to set up, but we needed 30 minutes to set up, but we also needed 30 minutes to eat, if you know what I mean. Shit while we eat, ma. Yeah. So what we did was we tag team in that sense, where I will usually go first, I think, because like I will eat like later on. Like, so I will like set up first, then when Keisheng, Darren, Chen Xian, and you guys finish eating, then I'll swap out with you guys, and then you guys will take up. So yeah. Kudos to you guys, man. Really.
Yeah. Kudos.
Kudos. I don't know how to say it. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Just thanks. What else can I say?
Really nothing else.
Yeah, so let's move to the next section. So, in 2020, the coronavirus started the pandemic in I can't keep a straight face, okay. and so we were forced into MCO. So we're forced to MCO, then what, right? It's like, oh, how are we gonna do our stuff?
Online, everything.
Online, right? Because we've been doing our episodes on
physical all the time. And I think this was after the IGs as well, right? So it's very lucky because this was after the IGs. The main rooms, right?
Yeah, and so Natalie was able to join us, right?
After her accountant, then she like joined kind of like full time kind of thing.
Yeah. Then she became a host, right? And then she did like the dating app. She did what else did you do? Have you only done the dating app?
Dating and this, I think.
Dating and this, is it? I mean, it has to be more, right?
I don't think physical apps is in there. Spyfall, yeah, Spyfall.
No, you weren't in Spyfall.
No, you weren't in Spyfall. You weren't in the SAS episode.
Yeah.
So it's just these two, wow. Yeah, but still, she does help out quite a lot behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Yeah, she just wasn't there because of accounting. Scheduling, man. So yeah, I think I would have the most experience with MCO because I am mostly in charge of our planning for the most part. Now I pass it on to Sean because I'm taking on editing
more of the editing,
right?
Yeah.
I'm more of the editing, so I would like plan, for example, how much time we need to set up, how much time we have to stay back, when are we staying back, all these kind of things. Mostly I plan one though. So now with online, right?
So flexible.
Yeah, super flexible lor. Everyone, what are you gonna do? Leave home? What are you gonna do? Leave your house? So like very easy to organize all these recordings. Become way much more easier. So that's me as a director, I guess, or producer speaking. As an editor, I found it also much more easier, I'd say. Setting up, meeting about it, we don't control our voices here. So unlike in physical where we can balance the sound check, right? Now here we can't do sound check. So it's like we skip that step. So now our recording also faster. But yeah, and then mostly I also don't need to pan. Like we have to like change the clips from panning is like this. First, the audience see the camera looking at Tasha, then Max start talking, so then I switch over to Max's cam, something like that. And because I don't need to do that in online editing, right, it's just so much more quicker.
Yeah.
But syncing becomes more of a nightmare, lor. So that's the downside, I think. Drawback is syncing. The audio quality isn't as good because you're not using the mic. Right?
The big boy mics.
Drop one of them. Like one of these mics.
The big boys.
Yeah, the big boy mic. So yeah, it became more of a nightmare to sync the audio, but it became easier to record in that sense. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. What about you, Sean? What do you think of like editing MCO?
How online everything was for the class?
Yeah.
I think productivity was kind of like shot up, not gonna lie. It was better than physical. Because like meetings were like on and off.
Yeah,
like it's like, oh, you want meeting? Okay. Like whereas in physical we'd be like very hesitant with timing because we don't know what the time we can still go out, we can still go out and eat with family and stuff like that. So like we really don't know our timing. But now the only family you eat with is your parents and the people at your own home.
Only family.
Yeah, your only family. Family. Yeah, but like so it's super flexible. Productivity was like short up sky high, and we were at home all the time. So just want to do anything, okay, just on computer and do, or just do on your phone. You don't have to like not do anything because you're at school and lesson. Like so because you're not restricted to use any of your devices. So I think that's really great. And editing was, I agree with Brian, syncing was much more of a pain in the ass online. But other than that, is easier. Not gonna lie, because I'll be very honest, I never really color graded any of the online episodes.
Yeah, I think we barely need to, right? Cause like it's easy to find lighting. It's easy to find lighting here.
No, because honestly, it's webcam footage. Why do you want to color grade webcam footage? You're just wasting your time. It's like,
yeah. What about you, Nathan? Like, do you think you were agreed to become a host if you had to do?
If there wasn't MCO.
If there wasn't MCO.
Alternative universe.
Probably not, cause I live very far away, and then it's like by the time I get home,
our recording times.
The traffic jam and all.
Right?
He died, man. Yeah, Natalie was. I won't expose her. Okay, it won't make sense though. Like, if we were to continue on our physical recordings, right, Natalie probably wouldn't have made it because she lives so far away.
Yep.
And her parents probably would have agreed to either, because like, school at this time, and then you want to delay some more, and then we go home part time or something.
And then it's very like Asian parenting. You want me to wait for you? You wait for me, bro.
Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, it does make sense. It's not wrong.
Yeah.
I wish we get like Shums in here though. Huh?
Yeah.
You want to say something then?
Huh?
Yeah, you were saying something.
Oh.
You're like gonna say something. You're like.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that that period of time when I had accounting until 6, right? I reached home at 7:30, and I'm like, oh my god.
You're dying.
I feel like dying. Then I have homework. Then I have to do.
Imagine you have to do club somewhere.
Then I have to do accounting past year some more. I saw like the books are like. Oh.
Yeah. The accounting. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you should be happy you didn't take it.
Maybe I just feel happy I didn't take it. Or maybe I'll stay back another year. Stay back another year just to do accounting. Crazy, I don't know. But yeah, MCO has been like, I think pretty good lah actually for the club. For the editing team, not so much.
Yeah.
For the editing team, not so much.
But okay, speaking of editing team, could I like say something interesting?
Yeah.
Like in physical, how long I will take like maybe like a few like as in just the hours alone to edit minus the time that I'm off the computer. It's probably like 10 plus hours for one episode.
Yeah.
But like in online, I don't know why it's 5, 6. That's it. And
Because,
I will share now share another very interesting statistic. You know, episode 8.5. Is it 8.5 or 9? The dating app 2, right? Dating
8.5.
Yeah, episode 8.5.
Part 2.
That took me 2 hours.
That took you 2 hours.
What?
Yeah, it was just 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah.
Legit 2 hours. I was done with syncing in just 15 minutes. I don't know why. I was like, am I delusional? This is a bit too fast. I was like,
Yeah, I know,
I was
right?
looking at the clock. This is a bit too fast. I don't believe this.
Also, I think the recent episode, like the Spyfall one, right? As of today, only the Spyfall has been edited. I think. I mean, like, what else, right? Only the Spyfall episode, I took like about 3 hours only or so, and that included like me adding like all the memes in and like I added like a bunch of memes in and like random stuff inside. That took like what, an hour this morning.
Whoa.
Yeah,
about
like
it.
I don't know why, but
The
like
export done.
online editing was like so much. I think maybe because we didn't color grade as well.
We don't need to color grade. We don't need to pan.
Don't need to color grade. Don't need to do audio.
Don't need to panning.
as intensively.
Mm.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys just got better somehow.
Yeah,
Miraculously.
like I think we caught a rhythm of doing it as well.
Ah.
Yeah, so that definitely helped as well.
Setting all the it's like a protocol, right? You do it more and more, you get used to it.
Yeah,
And then-
it's like muscle memory. Okay, click this, click that. Yeah.
So do what? Podhub. Podhub, our juniors podcast. Shout out to them, I guess. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
You haven't
Do,
seen
please be way better than us.
Please be better. I mean, they
Please
are
be
better
way
than
better.
us.
They are
get,
way
like,
better,
more-
but
they're way better than us.
Aim for the sky, my friend.
Yeah. Learn what
Sky's
you
the
need to,
limit.
man. If you need help, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think after
Yeah.
we take IGs, we have a lot of time. I don't know. To see.
Yeah.
See lah. If you want to buy
Yeah.
our equipment, you want to take our equipment. Get
Yes.
it.
Anybody wants to buy equipment? Yes, please. We
Sounds
probably
like
need to
a-
fund for food or something.
We all like sell all the equipment. We go party.
Yeah. Then let's just eat, man.
Let's just eat. Yeah. But now
Yeah,
I'm
the club. Yeah, I'm so very hard.
We wait until all of us graduate already or something. Then we use the remaining club money. We go makan.
Yeah, it will be nice to let's have everyone nice and enjoying together
Yeah.
the club after an entire year's work.
I mean, like, we didn't really eat together as a club. Although I wish we could have sit down around.
Unless you count the meetings where we sit down and it was just me. There's the core eating meetings in
the
school.
quality meetings in school. We just stand,
those.
we stand like around the table. Then we just like eat, and then we'll
Yeah,
talk.
and then eat.
we
And then
discuss.
Jewel gets pissed off because we interrupt her.
We interrupt her. Then she will
You can see her with the chopsticks like.
Yeah. So, should we conclude this episode? How long
Yeah.
is this recording been?
It's been I've been rolling for 38 minutes. Coming to 39.
Ooh.
That's like the length of the upcoming episode after this, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, if you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Isaac has spoken this whole time as we're eating. We wanted him to talk. He's one of our son guys, but
Yeah. He's as you've seen from the episode before, he's the biggest comedian alive in the club and in the school. Probably Malaysia. Okay, maybe not Hari Iskandar. Hari Iskandar is good.
sorry, Isaac.
And Dr. Jason Leong.
Too bad.
Too bad.
He knows.
But yeah, it's a shame. But everything's been all good. Everything's been all good.
I think if, let's say, we were to summarize our experience in the club, what would it be? Let's go start with Natalie, I guess. And then I'll give you a reason why. Just summarize everything.
Summarize.
Your experience in the club.
This year's experience, I guess.
Well, technically, my experience was like half a year. But like, okay, you know what?
Half a year.
To summarize.
Yeah.
No, it's not as hard as Miss Tan.
Just say
Blur that out. We're not supposed to mention names. We're not supposed to mention names.
just use one word to describe it. Like
Yeah, you don't need to write your points of how it started. Okay.
Okay.
I would say it's like
Yeah.
fun, but at the same time, it makes me learn a lot of things that I never expected to learn. Yeah, like new skills.
Oh. What new skills other than animating? You learn
Other than animating,
just drawing, hosting, I guess, talking in front of a mic, talking in front of an audience.
writing down meetings.
Yeah.
Tracking down meeting. Yeah. She's our club secretary, so she's like like keeping track of all the meeting reports. What about you, Sean?
All the stuff.
All the stuff.
What about me? Definitely, firstly, I enjoyed doing more camera work, especially like video. Editing as well. Like we really learned a lot from each other and everybody else. A lot more online tutorials watched on YouTube. A few like mental breakdowns during editing, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it to see like how we've all grown.
Play and you see it go, and then
and like on the timeline when you see everything stack up, it's like I made this. This is my child.
You don't see it, but maybe I'll put it on screen. I'll put Hans' timeline. I don't know if he still has that file. It looks like freaking great. It looks like a piece here, a piece here, a piece here. There's like
yeah, it's like so aesthetically pleasing. And when you hit play on the timeline, it's like I mean, unless the encoding is like breaks and then it's like What about you, Brian?
At first, I was pretty scared. Not gonna lie, I was like, oh, I need to do all these meetings, and then midway through, I was like, oh shit, I'm damn tired. And I was like, oh my god, I have to like do this again, and then do this and then do that. It was a lot of work, and then I think overall, how to conclude, it was very interesting. That's like my favorite phrase. My favorite.
Fruitful, I think, is the one word we could all use.
But my favorite word is interesting. So I use the word interesting. It was a hell of an experience. I'm not gonna lie, it's like stress. It's like coping with stress. Not my first time, but still, it's a different kind of stress. Then talking to people. I get to practice my public speaking every club meeting.
Oh yeah.
It's like stand there out there.
Yeah.
If let's say another club takes over or something, right? Do your meetings online. Don't do a physical meeting.
Just do it on Discord on a random night. Don't do it
when the school asks you to do your club sessions, right, you just chill only. You just chill or you like
just chill.
You watch podcasts.
Just chill.
Podcasts. And then all your online stuff do it online. Or also record online.
You wanna do your formal meetings, do it like Discord or something like that. Just don't do it in real life.
Should I one?
Do it like should I? It's dead and boring. Move on with the times.
Stand there, look at you. And then like look at you
okay.
It's like eat together, I'd say. You need to you should get your club members to eat together, I'd say. This became into a lecture. What am I doing? Okay.
I mean, food does bring people together, you know.
I wanted to have hang out with the club as well. One of them, but that didn't come to pass anyways.
Because of MCO. But hopefully that turns around soon and we'll all be able to meet up.
Especially for IGs, man. You dread the IGs. Dread the trial exam already.
Pain.
Trial exam also coming.
Pain.
I think it's been about more than 40 minutes. Wow, okay.
This is a juicy episode for sure.
Alright.
One of the juicy ones.
You guys probably won't. It amounts to something. All this amounts to something. That's all I'm gonna say. It feels good. At the end of the day, you suffer and then you see the fruits of your labor, fruits of your labor, and then no matter how good or bad it is, like I'll be just suck, like I'll be just suck. It's like no matter how good or bad it is, you look at it and then it's mine. It's what I did.
We did something.
Yeah.
At least like our final year of high school wasn't like nothing, So thank you guys for watching Podchamp Radio. We'll see you in the final app next episode. remember to like, share, subscribe, and if you have any questions or stuff you wanted to ask us, send it down to the Gmail, I guess. I don't think
It's in the description. As well as
I doubt we'll be able to.
As well as the sorry.
I doubt we'll be able to answer any more questions because like we already recorded our final episode. We already recorded it, so you probably won't see anything. So the Gmail's kind of useless now. Check out Podhub, I guess.
It's in the description. That's the only useful link in the description right now.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys in the final episode. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.